Easegress is a CNCF sandbox project. It's a cloud-native traffic orchestration system. Its core and most commonly used feature is HTTP reverse proxy. Now, with the new Easegress MCP feature, you can create HTTP proxies and set up Let's Encrypt, all through natural language. No need to write any YAML files anymore. All right, let's get started. In this demo, we're using DeepSeek as the large language model, but you can also use ChatGPT or any other model you prefer. We're using a client called Klein as the MCP client, though you can use any client that fits your needs. All Easegress MCP configurations can be found in our open source repository. First, let's add a proxy called Proxy1. In the chat window, we type add a proxy1 on port 8080 with host mcp.megaease.com, path prefix /service1, and endpoint http://localhost:8081. You'll see the language model detects the Easegress MCP server and uses the tool we provide for creating HTTP reverse proxies. Great, it's been created in just a moment. Now let's quickly add another proxy, Proxy2. We type add a proxy2 on port 8080 for path/service2 with endpoint http://localhost:8082. No problem. It's created successfully on the same port. You could use different ports or other configurations as needed. To verify, the language model automatically calls our list HTTP reverse proxies tool. Let's try updating a proxy. Type change proxy2 to /service2 -updated and point it to http://localhost:8084. The model also calls the get proxy tool to confirm the update was successful. We can also retrieve a proxy's details manually. Just type show me the details of proxy2. And as you can see, the result matches what we expect. Deleting a proxy is just as easy, just a few words. But first, let's try deleting a proxy that doesn't exist to test error handling. We type remove proxy3. DeepSeek smartly uses the list proxies tool, realizes proxy3 doesn't exist, and tells us that directly. Now let's delete a real one. We type remove proxy2. DeepSeek remembers the previous context, calls the delete proxy tool, and successfully removes proxy2. Then it calls the list proxies tool again to confirm. All of this was done automatically, but you can also manually type something like show all proxies, and you'll instantly get a list of all proxies currently in Easegress. That wraps up the proxy features. Now let's take a look at a popular use case. Let's Encrypt. With just a few sentences, Easegress can enable automated HTTPS certificates. For example, type set up Let's Encrypt with email service at megaease.com, domain name mcp.megaease.com, DNS provider Cloudflare, DNS zone megaease.com, and API token-001. DeepSeek detects our apply Let's Encrypt tool and calls it success. The rest of the parameters use sensible defaults. Let's try updating the configuration. Type update Let's Encrypt with DNS zone updated.megaease.com and token updated token-001. DeepSeek calls the same tool to update the config, then uses the get Let's Encrypt tool to confirm the update. You can also check the current config easily. Type show the current Let's Encrypt config. The result is clean and readable. Finally, removing Let's Encrypt only takes a few words. Type remove the Let's Encrypt config. It's successfully deleted. That's it for this demo. Easegress MCP server will keep evolving. making it easier to manage traffic without writing complex config files. If you like this project, please give us a star on GitHub. Thank you.